in a few weeks. The new pizza restaurant that's open here. Alright, we'll tell you the
160 pesos.
We'll tell you the location at the end. We originally went to another pizza place, but they were out of pizza, so we thought, you know what, let's try this one. It looks like a new one. We got this one's called Combo, so it's got peppers, olives, mozzarella, onions, mushrooms. So let's do a taste test, shall we, Sophia? It's not a bad price. How much was it? 350 pesos. 360. Got some ham on it as well. So that's haram.
Yeah.
It's not the worst pizza I've had, but
yeah, it's not like
the base is a little bit crunchy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not like authentic pizza, but for the price, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got real cheese, which is nice, and the olives are nice.
Yeah.
Hello, Enrico. Where are you from?
If you want like proper pizza here, then it usually costs like 700. Yeah.
Tara Bay. Shout out from Saudi Arabia. You've been to Anda and Bohol, yeah? What was your favourite thing you did, Tara, in Anda? What did you like here? But wow, all the way in Saudi Arabia.
Are you working there?
Or maybe you're from there. Use this. Come this way. I'm from Anda. Oh wow, they've just opened a new pizza restaurant here in Town Square. What's your favourite thing to do in Anda? Enrico, the real Bisol region of Mayon, volcano and surfing capital of Bisol, Cam Norte. Where's that? Is that in Philippines?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I know a lot of people go Siargao. Sounds like your place is good for surfing too, yeah? I do love surfing. Is there a certain area to go surfing you'd recommend, Enrico? Ah, yeah, you're providing for your family, right? You're working abroad. I hear if you're Filipino and you're working abroad, there's some expectation for you to give money back home to your relatives and stuff because you're seen as the person that's, providing a bigger income. So it's nice that you're doing that.
Are you Indian? No.
No, we're not Indian.
We look Indian.
One of my bestest friends, he's a British Indian, so his family blood is Indian, but he's born in England. Many Indians in our hometown in England, though. Hello guys, nice pizza, hearts for you, Aubrey. Where are you from? Thank you. Yeah, it's
I think it's pretty good for the price.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6.5 out of 10.
It reminds me of like a frozen pizza.
Yeah.
It's the base.
Are you Indian, Wilkonski? Where are you from?
Huh? It's mine.
Yes, abs.
Oh. It's got the real cheese.
What are you studying? What are you working on abroad, Tara? Are you a nurse? Are you in hospitality? What do you do? Armenia. Ah, okay.
What's that?
It's in Europe somewhere, right? Or maybe Middle East. I'm not sure. Where is Armenia? Without me googling it, is it in Is it the Middle East or is it Europe? Armenians. I think it's. I'm not sure. Tell us about your country. What's it famous for? What do they grow a certain type of fruit or crops or certain produce? What do you get up to in Armenia? Will Lazonsky.
What's that?
Olive.
No, what's that?
Barbecue sauce. Yeah. That's not good. That doesn't taste like barbecue sauce.
What's soy sauce?
It's like a soy barbecue. What's you guys' favorite pizza? What's your favorite pizza topping? We've got olives, ham, mushrooms, onions, mozzarella. It's like a thin, crispy base. I'm a bit in the shadow right now.
No.
You only turn it towards you though.
No, it's like a frozen pizza.
That's so super tough.
Hello everyone.
We're just eating. We've been craving a pizza all week. We haven't had a pizza in a while. So we're just treating
stop.
ourselves. What?
I want that on my pizza. Subscribe. Thank you, Edith. Where are you from?
Edith, probably. Try a local cacao coffee.
At the back in Andermarket.
Angelos Cafe.
Angelos Cafe.
So it's like a chocolate cafe. That's on that one. Where are you from, Edith? Yeah, what do you get up to in Saudi?
Tara.
Sarah.
When did you leave Anda? Oh. How's your pizza?
Hi from Matt in England. What's going on, Matt?
Hi, Matt.
Whereabouts in England are you from? We're currently in the Philippines, but we are English.
All over.
All over. Where were you?
Based.
Yeah. Where are you based now then? Or maybe you're travelling all over England.
Alex, what's happening? Are we losing everyone? Don't mess us up.
Currently in East Anglia. I work in London and stay in my flat there.
We're from East Anglia also. We're from Bedfordshire. You know the Bedfordshire area? Maybe a lot of people who live in Bedfordshire go and work in London. That's our home region.
Hi, Shauna.
Shauna Picard. Yo, what's going on? The light might be better this side. It's a bit dark. Let me sit around here. Come on.
Whilst I do my 12-hour shift.
My wife is a nurse. Hello. Oh yeah, you coming back to Anda this month? Norfolk, yeah? You know anyone from Norfolk?
Your brother lives there, yeah?
No, he lives in Norwich.
Oh, right. Is that not the same thing?
No, I don't think. Anyway, maybe I'll stand corrected. Josh C. Money says hi.
Alright.
What's going on? Where are you from, NS? Is that like a Santa Claus with a black beard? Profile picture. Today, we didn't do too much today. We woke up pretty late. We were at this food park in the next town really late. And yesterday we had a big day. We went to a cave, went cave diving and swam in this beautiful cave pool, made some friends of the locals. So it took me about an hour to convince Sophia to jump in. She was adamant in front of everyone how she wasn't going to jump in, she doesn't want to.
I've never jumped in before.
And I'm looking like the forceful boyfriend, and then she says later on, oh, thank you for encouraging me to jump in. I really love my video, me jumping in the pool, in the cave. And I was like, yeah, I thought you would. Anyone got a girlfriend that needs a lot of encouragement to do something that she's a little bit shy about? With Sophia, I remember when we first started dating, we went to a zoo and they had like this play area at this zoo where this big slide was. It took me like half an hour to convince you to go down this slide. Yeah. After saying, no, I don't want to do it, no. And she eventually did it and she said, wow, that was amazing. I love that slide.
Did I say that?
Something like that. You were very happy with yourself. We went down.
Yeah.
Or even like, what other things have you done that you don't want to do? Going and asking people for the toilet roll.
Zip line.
Zip line. So in general, a lot of girls need a little bit more encouragement from the boyfriend just to make them feel a bit more confident in themselves to go and do stuff, and then they're really happy that you pushed them. So yeah, we went to the cave pool yesterday, had a nice swim, made friends, and then we went up this mountain. That's another point. There was this beautiful volcano in Indonesia we went to called Aegean Volcano, Blue Lava Mountain, Blue Lava Volcano. Halfway down it, Sophia's like, oh, I'm not going. I go, no, you are, come on. She's like, no, I'm not. We actually ended up getting to the bottom and you loved it. And
well, actually, I didn't enjoy it at all, to be honest.
You didn't enjoy it, no?
It was more like an achievement, but actually doing it, I did not enjoy it.
No,
it was very scary.
But you were proud of yourself for doing it, right?
Yeah.
She was posting pictures about it quite often.
Sophia looks like a Hollywood actress. Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful couple, bro. Thank you.
Shout out Renzo Tomoshi. Thanks, bro. Appreciate the warm welcome.
Shout out from the Philippines.
MB Construction. Where are you from, MB Construction? Yes, Sophia was very beautiful. Where are you from, Banana Man?
Banana Man. How many sardines have we bought this week?
Probably like 50 boxes of 50 cans of sardines.
I think we need a collaboration deal with Youngstown. We need a collaboration deal. With Youngstown sardines.
They're not asking to take pictures, are they?
What?
Just taking pictures, I thought.
I would not climb over Sophia to get to you, buddy.
I mean, by all means.
What does that mean?
'Cause,
Sa lahat ng babae, mabait sila. So
What?
don't feel special. Huwag mo naman
What does that mean?
I mean,
Di ba sabi ko sa'yo? Don't assume
I
anything.
would not climb over Sophia to
Yun ang
get to
turo ko
you.
sa'yo, di ba?
Sounds like he wants me, and he has to go through you to get to me, because maybe he wants me in some regard. I'm not sure which regard.
Helping you there.
Good evening, Santino and Sophia. Good evening, Enzo.
The pizza people that work here just taking a picture of us outside their restaurant right now.
Good morning from San Diego, California, USA. At work now at Southwest Airlines.
Hello. Yes, sure.
One, two, three, smile. One more.
Yung hindi ka naiiyak.
Thank you. God bless. In your dreams, I'm only joking. We didn't actually understand what you were trying to say, to be honest. But, yeah.
Excuse me. I'll text when I need you.
Good morning from San Diego, California, USA. At work now at Southwest Airlines. Oh wow. Well, have a safe flight if you're on any planes today. Or just, I hope you can make any passengers that you'll be interacting with have a better experience and enjoy their flights and put a smile on their face. Here's something we do. Little thing, I hope if this just inspires one person. We carry, in most places, golden chocolate coins. It's a universal currency, not Bitcoin, but gold, chocolate gold. It doesn't cost much to buy a packet. This 50 pieces are like 50 pesos. So it's like £1. And let's say someone tries to sell you something, or there's someone, a shopkeeper, or just someone who walked past the street. Hey, quick question, how much does a smile cost? They're like, what? Maybe it costs one chocolate. You give them a chocolate, they smile. Or if someone tries to sell you something if you're traveling, and
Have you seen what's on these?
someone tries to sell you something and you're traveling, and you say, sorry, I'm not interested. You know, imagine you're that person, and that's like the 100th person that has rejected you, so to speak, today. Just giving them a chocolate, just making them feel better about they even said hello to you and they tried to sell you something. Even if you didn't buy something from them, and just wish them well and say, hey, I'm not interested, but tell you what, you look like you deserve a chocolate. Thank you, JV. Hello,
They have a
beautiful.
dollar sign on it and say Mayfair.
Hello, beautiful couple. Even these chocolates say, there's loads of different ones. This one's got the Statue of Liberty on it. Look,
Yeah, this one does as well.
can't really see.
Mayfair, it says. Well, they were different.
Mayfair. There's different chocolates.
Oh, they have different.
My favourite ones say $100 on it, but just giving someone a chocolate. Here in the Philippines, sometimes someone will come up to you and ask you for money or something. You're like, yeah, here's some chocolate for you. Or are you hungry? Let me get you some food.
Yeah, this is the golden chocolate coin.
Or even just like the waiting staff at a restaurant, just something to make them feel appreciated. Or just walking down the street and someone looks a little bit sad, say, hey, here's a chocolate, you know? Universal currency, the chocolate golden coin. Seems we must bring this tradition back to England now.
Yeah. I actually always don't like really getting these kind of chocolates in England.
But
At
like-
Christmas time, I actually never eat these in England.
What I'm saying
I
is,
get these.
I only discovered these YouTube live streams. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Kind of lets you, if you watch people, your people that you follow on YouTube or whatever, or subscribe to, kind of lets you interact with them and feel
Conversation with them.
you're not just a viewer. We can actually have a conversation with you and get to know people that watch. She's so gorgeous, bro. Keep it up. I'm now
Thank
more
you.
curious about the video the message you deleted.
That's not the same person.
Oh yeah, it's not, is it? Oh yeah. Enzo Balbastro. She's so gorgeous, bro. Keep it up. Yeah, she's.
He's also so gorgeous.
Oh, there you go. We've been talking about this. Sophia, you know you never compliment me in public. That's one. She's doing good. Well done, Sophia. I'm very pleased with you. Good job. You get a gold coin.
He's so handsome, isn't he, guys? My apologies for deleting the message.
So good.
Hi, Herbert.
Hypo,
Po,
Madan,
Madan,
and Kasamamu. Mark Perez. Is there stray dogs in the UK?
No.
Not that I've ever seen. If there are,
Someone would pick it up straight away.
yeah, someone would grab it and adopt it. But here, they're as common as seeing a pigeon. It's like it's like stray dogs out here, like pigeons. They're just everywhere, you know. Look, right now, look, random stray dogs just running across. This other dog. I've got one tin of sardines left that I've got in stock in my motorbike. I need to find a particularly skinny dog to give it to. There's a few really lovely dogs at our accommodation.
Yeah, one's very sweet.
I always watching your vlog, helping stray dogs. You two have a kind heart and beautiful. I hope more people just like, thanks, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
We got flaws just like everyone else, you know, but I'm always in two minds. Like, so many of the beautiful moments and the greatest conversations are off camera, you know. Like, we're Christians and we believe, you know, Jesus tells us to, you know, not talk about your good works and you'll be rewarded in heaven. So, you know, to not talk. So it's one of those things. I'm always torn between, like, do we post or film these moments, or do we just do it? I think the key thing is if you are an influencer or someone making videos, that you would act and do the same thing whether the camera's on or off. Don't get me wrong, we all have our own behind closed doors personalities that we wouldn't want the whole world to see, don't get me wrong, you know. But yeah, as long as you'd be doing the good things off camera as you do on camera to the locals and the people when you're travelling, that's what I think is important. And I like to think we do more off camera than we do on camera, you know. But that's between us and God, and one of those things. I'm always torn when we see like videos of, you know, really big influencers giving to homeless people or doing these videos where they give stuff away. It does really move me, and I think it can inspire a lot of people to do the same. But I'm always like, but he's also filming it. So I think there's a verse, I can't remember what verse, but in the Bible it talks about if you talk about your good works or show people your good works to be seen or do it, you'll be rewarded in the earthly plane for your good works. But if you do things that are unseen, you'll be rewarded in heaven. So it's one of those things. So hi bro, just helped me by asking if she has his friends look like her. I don't know if we know, you know, Sophia's got a very unique look. Other than your sister, maybe you could try it. Me and her brother can interview you to see if you're a good bachelor for her sister who's turning 18 soon. And we could give you, we could do an interview process if you want to apply. Send me your details and your applications to Santino and Sophia's DMs or comments. Matthew 6:14. Let's just read that out. I'll read it on camera.
Do you guys consider to live here in the Philippines in the future?
Certainly a strong consideration.
Yeah.
We were just talking about on this call. I think Bohol seems to be where we're drawn to, but we were saying, look, maybe Bohol being our base, go back to England for the summertime, maybe May till September, and then the rest of the year have a base maybe in Bohol for like 8 months.
The good thing about the Philippines is you can travel to like a new place just on a ferry or something like that. There's so many islands to visit, so yeah.
Let me read out Matthew 6:14 from Danny. Let's read it together for the live. I literally was just on the Bible verses in Matthew 4:19 before your message talking about your body is the temple. No, that's a different verse. I will make you fishers of men.
1:4.
Follow me and I will make you fishers of men.
6:14. Thank you for giving the treat to my pregnant dog named Summer. Oh, hey.
Mary Grace. Hello.
Hey.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, thank you for being so friendly.
Oh yeah, we just stopped and I saw. You know what? That's a lie. We didn't give the dog. We didn't give her. Did we give her a pregnant dog? We gave. we gave the other dog, and maybe her pregnant dog got some scraps.
Yeah.
But we only had one.
We stroked her dog. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll try and come back and give your pregnant dog something. But thank you for messaging. I will arrange a trip for you and your friends to India. Honey Pura hit. Lombok Spring while you are in Bohol. Have we been there?
Lombok Spring? No, we haven't.
I was watching something to do with fish and men yesterday and code in the KGV Bible. Yeah, I've got that right up right now. Anyway, so
is that Lobok Spring or Lombok Spring?
let me type in Matthew 6:14. Yeah, a big part of the reason why I love Philippines is no matter how rich or poor people are out here, I feel like you can have a good conversation with people about God, and I don't feel like I've got a target on my back when I talk to people about God out here. Almost in England, I feel like sometimes I've started to break into conversations, and you kind of feel very persecuted, so to speak.
It's in Lombok, yeah. Lots of locals go there for a swim, and there's a swing. I think we have been there actually. Is that where you can swing off into the Lombok River? I think there's different areas you can go to because there's a few swings, but I think we have been.
Let me read a verse from the Bible. Here we go. Giving to the needy. Be careful not to practice your righteousness in front of others to be seen by them. If you do, you will have no reward from your Father in heaven. So when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be honored by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. So that when your giving may be in secret, then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. I want to express, I agree, Amelia, Christ is King. Look, I would love to go to India. Some things you see online, I think it's a very big country, many different areas. Same in England, there's areas you probably wouldn't want to go to and areas you would love to. My best friend was meant to go to India this year, but his flight actually got cancelled. I'm sure you guys know what happened in some of the aviation stuff recently, but he had a flight cancelled, I think. And then he was meant to go on a different flight, and then he got unwell, so he didn't end up going this year. So he said, who knows, maybe God was protecting him from something else. But yeah, Philippines, look, everywhere, every tuk-tuk you look at, there's some sort of Bible quote or Jesus, and that's why I really love this country, you know. It's, whilst they might not get paid loads in money, I think we were talking to someone today and they were saying how the staff get paid like 200 pesos a day, which is like £2.50 a day, which is just...
I think that's for the young.
Which is not much, but you're also surrounded by nature, surrounded by community and family, and your health is wealth. I honestly think.
I think there's a good community spirit here.
Like right now, we're sat outside. A lot of people, and especially in England, it's only like seasonal, maybe 1 or 2 months of the year that people sit outside. Here, you just drive around, you see a group of people sitting outside, you know, having fun, having a good time, just enjoying the outdoors. I'd much rather have a smaller house and an amazing view, an amazing outdoors here culture, than a big mansion with it, you know. Buy ping me if you want to visit.
Everyone's getting a piece tonight.
It's quite busy here at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite a few people there.
Just for the record, I've seen a few of your videos and I've never been cringed out by your generosity, unlike other vloggers that can definitely overdo it.
Yeah, look, I can't speak to other people. It's one of them things. I feel like when you film a given to a dog, it's less, hello. Okay, how are you? When you film yourself given to a dog, it's a little bit less.
Yeah, I mean, most of the things we've done, we haven't filmed, like, things...
Let's not talk too much about that, as we just read the verse. Let's not talk about all the good things we do. Just know
I
that...
just mean that we mainly only actually film in the stuff we do for dogs, because...
Yeah, as I was saying, yeah. I feel like filming a dog you're not... A dog doesn't care if you're filming it. A dog isn't being like... What's the word?
Offended, or...
You know what I mean? It's just...
People aren't going to get mad at you, like...
I know. You know, someone the other day said, oh, how dare you feed dogs food on the concrete floor. Someone messaged saying...
Someone commented that, but...
Don't feed dogs.
They're gonna be looking in the trash. And...
Yeah, better than them eating in the trash. Don't get me wrong, we sometimes bring out little paper plates with us and stuff, but it's one of them things you got to consider, like finding a bin and all these things, but we always try our best. Let's keep showing us the hungry dogs.
Feed the macaw...
Offended dog, yeah.
What is that? Feed the
Maccabees in Belar. You know what?
What's Maccabees?
There's some animal, I think they're like what is a Maccabee? I've heard this term. Anyone ever used to watch Friends, the TV series? I first heard of a Maccabees in Friends, the television show. I think there's some sort of like...
Oh, you are so beautiful, I'm not even gay. Thank you, Amelia. Oh, monkeys.
Oh, the lady said it. Monkeys. Maccabee.
You feed them peanuts. Is that the tarsiers?
Maybe. Macacus. Is it Macacus or Maccabees? This one? Macacus. Yeah, I think that's what he meant. Macacus. Welcome, love. Haha. Hello, RK. How's it going, brother? Rolling Rock. NSE. What does that mean? Not sure what NSE means. What does that
I've been
mean?
feeding stray dogs for 12 years. I just stopped due to my heart condition.
Oh, why? What's going on, Jack? What happened with your heart? Tell you what, speak of the devil, should we give this little boy some... He looks like he's on the prowl for some food. Come on in. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we're done. We're finished. Can I pay the bill? Yeah. He's not too skinny, but we'll give him one for the camera. Here you go. Look at my bike. I got a pretty nice bike. They give me a good discount on the bike. I think my favourite bike I've had. Here's my little sardine drawer. I usually put 2 sardines here and one in my pocket. That's how I load up. This is the universal dog noise too. What's this? Most stray dogs I find are pretty scared of humans. There's one outside our house that's been... What's this? Look. There you go. Usually if you just give it a bit of space, it'll come up. Here's Sophia. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's quite far. He's thinking about it. What often happens is you'll try and give a dog some food, and then another bigger dog that's more confident will come over and steal it. And then you'll try again to give the dog some food, and then the same dog will come and steal it again. Like this guy, he looks like he's on the prowl. Yeah, here he is. There you go. Sophia is Sophia, Amelia. But yeah, she is very, very nice. Oh, he's thinking about it. He knows we're looking at him. He's looking around. Was that the dog we fed the other day? And every bite he looked up. There was a dog that we gave sardines to, and every bite he took a bite and looked around. Took a bite, looked around. Took a bite. Oh, he's getting stalked by the one behind him. You know what? I have yet to have any problems with any stray dogs. I feel like if you get bitten by a stray dog, it's because you're not understanding their body language. I feel like maybe it's just me. I'm not too familiar with cats. Oh, he did not like him. Oh, it's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. It's all kicking off. Come here. Woo. He's not stray, he's got a collar. Let's see if he wants to let me. Hello. You're a good boy. You got to like walk side on them, you know? Just let them come to you. When you start walking in their faces, they don't know you. The dog kind of lets you know. You kind of get down to eye level with it. And if he walks up to you, then he's up for a little stroke. If they... Yeah, he's not up for it. He's not up for it. It's funny, before there was like a guy on a motorbike, and like all the dogs just chased this one guy and like bark at it. It's almost like they had a vendetta against this one dude. They recognised his car or something. There's nothing left. Oh, my comb is on the floor, look. Oh, shiz. I'm dropping all my stuff out of my... Yeah. I realised my my bag I had on was open. Anyway, it's a nice little... Yeah. Town school. Let me go for a little walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pardon?
Hi, Layan. The dogs. Good evening, guys. Take care, guys. It's late night already. Good evening, Louis. You're so beautiful. Wow. He's so lucky. Thank you, Amelia. I'm also lucky to have him. Good evening, Boto. You're a perfect couple. Thank you so much. Where are you from, Amelia? Any other toes? What does that mean? Sardines are one of the favorite food of dogs. I appreciate you guys. Yes, the dogs really love the sardines. Even if you buy dog food for them, like actual dog food, they don't really eat it, but they love the sardines. Originally from Palestine, but I live in Kuwait. Nice. Lights but no music is like a sin. Lights but no music in where? So, we just finished our pizza. Hey! Hey! Hey. Look.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
They said there's no pizza. Yeah. We went to the other place, but there's none.
Yeah,
there was none left.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking that they are like at the other place because they're only open on 2 days or something.
Yeah, Wednesday and Saturday. We got there and the security guard was on the mic and then he's like, no pizza left. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's decent.
No.
For the money, it's quite a good price. We got the combo. Got like olives. You got a picture of it. Oh. That's right. You can see other people. Nice. What are you guys up to? We just finished feeding our last sardine tin. Have you got any of your dog food? Do you guys want to go after you've eaten? Maybe we catch you after you eat and we can...
We're going to bring the pizza over there and then we're going to eat it.
Okay. And maybe after you eat we can go out on the bike together.
Yeah, of course.
Feed some dogs. We're on a live video on YouTube. You want to be on? We're on a YouTube live. You want to be on our YouTube live?
It's alright.
Yeah? No?
Yeah, for me it's alright.
You want to be on? Secret agent over there. All right.
Yeah.
So this is my new brother. It's Jarrow. Or is it Yarrow?
Yarrow.
Yarrow.
Yes.
It's spelled with a J.
It's spelled with a J,
But you don't pronounce it, Yarrow. So me and him did a workout today. We went to the gym together. He's a strong guy, considering you haven't worked out in a few weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
He's you know.
For me it was a new workout with the rings and everything.
Get this right. I was looking into judo a few days ago, and I prayed to God to find me someone that knows judo in Bohol. And then I had a conversation with him the next day. I wasn't even meant to be somewhere, but we got invited to a meal, and we nearly turned down the meal, but I felt compelled to go. And then I got introduced to you. And what's your background in judo?
I've been like a national champion in my country when I was younger in judo. So I've been doing judo since I was 4 all the way up till I was 16.
And I felt, yeah.
Yeah, I've been like 100 prizes all over the world around in judo. So it was actually kind of funny.
Yeah,
to share the
I
story with me.
thought it was really interesting how I literally the day before prayed to God about finding someone that's judo, and maybe I answered some of your prayers. You kind of spoke a little bit about God and stuff, right?
You spoke to me actually about God. I was not really sure about God, but since I've spoken with Santino about God a lot, he started to renew my faith in God again.
Awesome, man.
So right now I've been praying like every day, and thanks for that a lot, mate.
No, this guy's a good guy. I can tell he's got a good heart, and Jesus tells us to become fishers of men, and I don't benefit from it, but I just think everyone needs to know Christ's love, and I could see that God was working your life, and here we are talking about it. All right, God bless, brother.
Thanks.
Enjoy
God
some
bless.
pizza.
Thank you.
He's a good guy. We're kind of neighbours. We're neighbours, and I saw him putting loads of food for dogs in his house yesterday, and I was like, oh wow. And he's loves dogs, feeding them. So yeah. Anyway.
Should we go for a walk?
Yeah. Well, we'll let them order. How's your day been, Crystal?
How's
You
your
had a
day?
nice day today? Yeah.
Someone said, but please know that the sardines with tomato sauce usually known in the Philippines is still dangerous for any strays. Tomatoes are bad for dogs and cats.
Yeah, look, let me look into that more. Maybe tomatoes are bad. I'll have to look into that. I picked this particular one because it only has sardines, tomato sauce, fish oil, iodized salt, spices and starch. So it hasn't got monosodium glutamate, hasn't got vegetable oil, and it's got a lot less ingredients than some of the other ones. So one of them things, I think it's healthier than
They
them.
have sardines and other things.
Yeah, I think it's healthier than them rummaging around the trash. My opinion is most dog food is not real dog food. Like when in nature is a dog going to be eating soy cereal and corn cereal and all these things? If you look at the back of the ingredients list on most dog foods, it's, if you wouldn't eat it, I don't know if you should be feeding it to dog. I think for hundreds and if not thousands of years, dogs have been eating the scraps of humans. So it's only in the last few hundred years that we've been eating all these processed grains and all these things, you know. No, we're not in prison. Looks like it. we're just in a pizza shop. I like to have my back against a solid
it looks
object.
like we're in jail.
Yeah. He goes, someone said, are you in prison? I like having my back against a solid object for comfort as well as someone wants to drop on me, you know.
Okay.
I prayed for the first time in a long time to Jesus last night. Wow, you're getting me emotional reading that, man. I saw a moth flying in my room as soon as I stopped praying. I've never seen a moth in my house and says, I've loved here.
Wow.
And it has spiritual meaning that I'm being drawn to the light from darkness, spiritual rebirth. Wow, man, Danny, thanks for sharing that, man. This is my perspective, eh? A friend of mine actually used this word, God incidences. So, you know, coincidences. I find God incidences happen more when you are praying. When you pray to God, you don't know that. I believe there's a spiritual warfare happening. Almost like this. Imagine the devil's trying to pull you one way and God's trying to pull you down the more angelic, good side of you. When you pray, you almost have, I almost feel like it's almost like you have more protection away from the dark side. And when you don't pray and you're not connecting with God, it's almost like you're easier to have more demonic spiritual attacks. Type in, I always give people this,
So you should.
I'm at Pang Lao. Yeah, we're going to be in Pang Lao tomorrow, so see you there, man. Where would you
We
recommend?
just spent 1 month there.
Yeah.
Are you from Pang Lao? We was there for 1 month recently.
What did you get? What did you order? Yeah, it's good.
Hello, Ho.
I saw and felt the battle for my soul one time on DMT. It was scary. I hope to beat my addiction. When people say, where is God? I can't feel him. I can't see him. I always ask people, do you love anyone? Have you ever loved anyone in your life? And when they say, well, yeah, but how do you know you love them? You can't touch it. You can't see it. You can feel it, right? And sometimes it's actually the most real thing you've ever felt, right? If you've ever been heartbroken before, whether in a relationship or maybe a family member or whatever it may be, maybe it's a pet or an animal, that feeling, that despair that they're no longer there or that relationship's broken, whatever it may be, it's the most real feeling you will, realer than reality sometimes, realer than touching this table. So I honestly think when people say, where is God? I can't see him. The spiritual side is there, man. Can I shout out? Grabe Nagad TV, yes, shout out. I'm not sure what you stand for, but if you ask, you get. Let me check out your channel so I know.
Screenshot.
No, you can click on your channel.
Oh, how?
Channel activity. No subscribers. Eat dinner with us in Bohol. They messaged,
That's what I
subscribe
named
done,
it.
hello Paul. Alright. Hello to the lovely couple. Just keep it real. Guess what? That's four. Yeah, I want to talk about something, Sophia, without you interrupting. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's just wobbling.
Good night, guys. Looking forward to the next live videos. It's pronounced as GRA Grabe.
Good night,
So,
Louis.
you know what that means? Grabe. So this is a tesseract, yeah. It's imagine you've got a different dimension. So if anyone's ever watched Interstellar, think of it like this: you've got a 1D object, which is like a straight line, right? Straight line is the one dimensional. 2-dimensional is a square. 3-dimensional is, you know, a cube. What's after a cube? The tesseract. This is where I kind of envision the spiritual realm. This is present day. This inner cube is like right now. The devil's trying to pull you down the most unrighteous path. The, you know, sinning, doing bad things, harming others, hurting others, just, you know, doing bad things. Then there's a neutral, you know, just kind of getting by. Then there's the most angelic path of your life. You do everything before God, righteous before God. And I feel like when you pray and when you're asking for God's protection and trying to have a loving relationship with God, you, in the spirit world, you have got more protection to push you down the more godly angelic path. But when you don't pray as much and you're not trying to follow Jesus and God, it's easier to fall down this path. And our feelings and emotions make us do everything in life. You know, the difference between saying I do or I don't, or I want you to be my girlfriend or I don't, or I love you or I hate you. All of these are emotions, you know. Everything you've ever remembered from your past often is tied to strong emotions, right? So I feel like emotions make us do everything. And I feel like in the spiritual world, it's an emotional pull trying to pull you towards the bad or the good. And the more you pray, it's almost like connecting in like your phone battery into the source, into the power plug, and you're connecting with God, with the divine source, to be charged up so you can, you know, depart from that evil spiritual battle. If you still think you can stop us, don't forget, I am invincible. The boss. Okay. I'm not sure who the boss is. You know, all the power to you, brother. Channel activity, 113 subscribers. Not sure who the boss is, but I hope you're a good guy. And bye for now. Stay safe, Kuya. Hello, lovely couple. Yes, the voice in our head can be influenced by demons or angels. I believe. Funny you showed them cubes after I mentioned DMT, as I saw the whole room. Oh. Someone's angry. Showed them cubes after I mentioned DMT, as I saw the whole room open up into something like that. I think you need to be very careful with things like DMT. I've never tried it, and part of me kind of would like to, but I also think it can open up spiritual attacks in the spirit world if you get into that. I think you'll be very careful with these things. You don't know what you're opening the door to, you know. A little trivia: the name Santino is very popular.
It's very popular to Filipinos in the television drama in the early 200s. The series revolves around Santino, an orphan with a special connection to Jesus.
Yeah. I think there's power in someone's name, you know. My name means little saint, and I can't help but feel like to live up to that, you know.
I think he is a little saint.
Sometimes I can be a dick too, don't get me wrong. But I like to think I'm always trying to do the right thing, you know, even if I know I've done wrong.
Shout out to Zuboko Tetimo. What's that? Is that a person?
No, yeah. But let me evangelize a bit. So. Yeah. So, I love the Philippines also. I've had so many godly experiences when I've prayed to God and they've put me on the path of someone. So, for example, quick story time. We were in Anda last year, literally same place we're in now. We're in a place called Anda, and I wasn't feeling very sociable, wasn't feeling very talkative. We were in our accommodation in the open area where people come to eat. And I was about to get up. Sophia was already in our room and she was waiting for me, saying hurry up. And a man walks in with a clipboard, and I was like, I can't be bothered to talk, I'm gonna just go. And it looked like he was gonna go and talk to people, and I got up and he said, excuse me sir, do you know where the owner is? And I said, no, I'm not sure. And I was just gonna walk off, but then he said, oh, where you from? And I was like, okay, I guess I'll give this guy his 30 seconds. And he started being very friendly, like this dog. This dog, good boy. He started being very friendly and asking me where I'm from. And I was like, look, what are you up to? Why are you here in this place? He goes, I'm looking for sponsorship for a concert. I was like, okay, what sort of concert? He's like, well, it's a music concert, but we're looking to raise money for anti-drugs in school for kids. And I was like, okay, that sounds like a good cause. He goes, yes, we're looking for local business owners to support us. I go, well, look, I have a business back in England, though. Maybe I could help you. And I went into my wallet, and the only note I had left was, I kind of gave you a little, what's the word? A little bit of hesitation, but I was like, you know what, you have it. Gave him this note. Jesus talks about not giving without knowing what the right hand is doing. The left hand gives without the right hand knowing what the left hand's doing. So I try not to talk. I feel like it's necessary for the story, so for this part of it. Anyway, I gave him this 1,000 peso note, and he was very thankful. He was like, thank you so much. This is the biggest contribution we've had. I'm really grateful. You must come to the event. I was like, okay, yeah, maybe I will. Where is it? So it was like a Wednesday, and the event was happening on a Saturday. And I was like, yeah, sure. He goes, oh, can I play you a song for this event? I'll get the band to play you a song. I was like, okay. He goes, what's your favourite song? And me and Sophia's favourite sort of love song that reminds us of each other is a song by a guy called James Young. It's called Infinity. So that song was always like playing at the gym. That song was always like playing at the gym when we were like started to date, and it was called Infinity. Anyway, I just told him that song I want played, and he gives me some form to fill in. And as I was filling the form, I noticed on the form he had something about God. And then I said, oh, you believe in God? And he says to me, do you fear God? And I go, yes, I fear God. Whilst there's everyone around me listening, like right now. But I said, I also love God. So I publicly pronounced in front of others, I fear and I love God. And guess what song came on the live radio after I publicly pronounced that? Within a few seconds, Infinity by James Young came on. The minute before, I just told the guy, I want that song to be played. I think God has a sense of humor, and he when you pray, when you listen, you publicly pronounce your love for God and you show appreciation, he shows up. That doesn't mean bad things aren't going to happen. So, I know you've been telling us a lot about the dog whilst I'm in the middle of my story. Here's the dog. Good chance to have him.
It's Panda.
Anyway, Panda, oh yeah, you're on the new Panda. There's always a panda in every location. I wish I had some food to give you, but I ain't got any. Maybe we'll go and get him some sardines. Sophia means wisdom.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yes. So, what's the word?
I want that.
Some diva. Sardines.
What? So yeah, what do you guys think of that story?
Some guy. A bit angry over there. Can't tell if he's drunk. He's shouting in the middle of the street. I don't know if he's high, drunk, or he's just upset. Maybe I'll go find out. Cool, man. I'll see you back at the accommodation, yeah?
Funny thing is, I was so much loving pizza, and I was like, we cannot go to that place because Santini was there, and he already had the prediction, so let's not follow his prediction because then he knows everything is true.
So you were trying to avoid me, and he led you right to me.
And I led you exactly to this place. It was actually kind of funny.
He's like, oh, he's going to talk to me about God again. Huh? Me and him spent like 3 hours earlier together. we had a meal together, and then we did a workout together. Good story, as I've not heard of that song before. Can't be that popular. Maybe not in the Philippines, but I've not heard it in the Philippines play.
That's why it's funny.
And that's why it was not even funny, just angelic, godly, you know?
Should we go now?
Yeah.
At home. It was popular in the UK.
Yeah, Danny. So, what's your story then, Danny? You said God's been you've been having a battle recently. What's happening, man? Maybe I could help and give you my perspective and give you some guidance. What's going on, man? I'm reading your message from before, Danny. This is quite demonic. This is why I'm praying to get away from my addictions. I was told telepathically not to come back to that place. I honestly think the little voice you hear in your heart and your gut is God and the Spirit in you, the Spirit of God in you. So many stories. But for example, the times I don't listen to that little voice, things go bad. And when I do listen to that voice, something happens, you know? Like good things. Like when we came back from the Philippines last year, my cousin just had a newborn baby. We went to go see him and have a meal around his house. And I just picked up Sophia. And there was a little corner shop. I wanted to get him some sort of gift to just say thank you for having us around for dinner. And there was this honey on this pot. Hold that thought, Danny. I'm going to get back to that. And I agree, Mary Grace. Prayer is our connection to God, absolutely. It's like tuning into the right live video or tuning into the right, mobile number to message the right person. When you pray, you are connecting with the Creator, and it's not about praying publicly. It's praying behind closed doors and no one's watching. It's only you and God, But hold that thought, Danny. What was I talking about? So I was in a shop and I saw this pot of honey. I felt really drawn to this pot of honey, and I picked it up and I was going to the counter to buy it for my cousin for just a gift. And I saw the price. It's like £10. £10. I bought this in a different shop for half the price last week. I was like, that's not worth it. And I was like debating. I was like, do I buy this because I feel compelled to buy it for him, or do I be a bit frugal and not buy it? And I ended up being a bit frugal and thinking, that's a waste of resources to spend £5 extra than I should. I put it back, and guess what? We got to my cousin's house and he was like, damn, I forgot in my shopping today, I had on my shopping list to buy some honey. And I was like, wow, man, I literally had the honey in my hand about to go to the counter, and then because I didn't listen to the voice, I put it back. So many of these moments, I feel like everyone's got gifts. Maybe my gift is empathy and feeling these things, but I feel like everyone has great gifts they've been given. I think how you find your gifts are what do you talk about, what do you listen to, what do you watch, what comes easy for you, what comes where you just do it and it doesn't feel like a chore, Maybe it's talking about a certain topic, maybe it's singing, maybe it's music, maybe it's playing a sport, maybe it's, everyone, I truly believe, even if you've had hardship in your life, any bad ailments and problems, that's also your superpower, If you've had a bad problem in your life, it's also a story to tell to inspire someone else to the lessons you've learned, so they don't have to go through the same thing. They're going to listen to you more than someone who hasn't been through that same pain or trauma. And hello, Kem from Australia.
Hi, Kem.
Awesome. So yeah, Danny,
Go for a walk.
it's time to change. It's never too late. As long as you're breathing, God wants you. Jesus loves you, man. Type in on YouTube this really powerful. I'm gonna paraphrase this story today that I think is really a beautiful thing that happened recently. So there was a man in my gym that I trained at. I used to work at this gym for many years, and you kind of get to know most people that go to the gym. And I never saw this guy before. I stopped working there at this point, but I still trained there and worked out there. Anyway, I saw this quite, but he had like a really, really powerful presence to him, but like not a good one. I felt like almost a demonic force presence. I felt like, sometimes you see someone and you kind of get that feeling of like, that guy's dark. I don't know how to describe it. I felt like I wanted to depart from him, but I also felt very drawn to speak to him. Anyway, I ended up becoming friends with him, and got to know him, and he seemed like he had a lot of pain in his heart. He went through a bit of suffering. He told me how he got out of prison, and he was upset by the people that he felt let him down and stuff. And I didn't judge him. I was talking to him. God bless you, brother, if you ever watch this video. I say this in good faith. We got friendly in the gym. He's a bit boisterous. He's a bit uses his power and his strength. He's one of those guys in the gym. If someone's on equipment, he's like, "Oi, how long are you gonna be? Hurry up, get off." He's a bit forceful. But
intimidating.
but we don't know his story, so who are we to judge? But you know, he's a bit of a brute. But I could tell he's got a good heart. Brute. I could tell he's got a good heart, and he loves got kids he loves. Anyway, we went away to Philippines last year. We were in Asia for 6 months, and I come back, and he greeted me. He's like, "Hey, Satino, where you been, man? Where you been?" You know, he was like happy to see me again. We had a nice conversation. And the day, I think a few days before I was due to come back to Philippines this year, I saw him in the gym, and I felt really compelled to talk to him about God. I just felt this inner voice to, Satino, you must talk to this guy about God. He needs it right now. And I was like, oh no, this guy's a big 6'3", powerful dude. You know, he's on, you know, he's a powerful, strong, muscular guy. You know, and I was like, hey man, odd question, but do you believe in God? He's like, oh, I don't know, man. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm not ready for that now. I'm focused on trying to be a millionaire again, and you know, he's like, you know, focusing on like worldly things. And he said, oh, I'm just along the words of the paraphrase. You know, he wants to do good, but he knows that he has done. He's done a lot of bad and stuff, and maybe one day he'll kind of look into it. He kind of said to me, but he told me how he wanted to go to schools and talk to kids about being a positive force in their lives, and so they don't go down some of the paths he's went down. I was like, yeah, man, I think you'd really be amazing at that, because it's all good someone that's never done these things trying to tell kids not to do it. But if you've actually went down this path and come out the other end to tell the story, you've got a much bigger, greater, more powerful message than someone who hasn't gone through that path. So anyway, I felt really compelled to talk to him about Christ and God, and he kind of dismissed it. And anyway, the next day I saw him in the gym again. He was talking to one of my friends. I was like, hey man, I really want to send you this video that I think would resonate with your heart. And it was by a guy called Bishop Mari Mari. I don't know if anyone's seen Bishop Mari Mari, but he's such a powerful priest or preacher. And it was along the lines of, if you type in Bishop Mari Mari, story of the drug dealer, something like that. Let me find the actual video on YouTube, and you guys can find it. Watch this video tonight, and it will change your perspective. Really beautiful. So the title of
I'll tell you this true story. I've shared it so many times, but I'll need to say this.
So this is the start of the video.
There was this.
It's called Bishop Mari Mari telling a true story of a drug dealer who became one of the. Anyway, so type that in, Bishop Mari Mari. I'm going to cover the chat, but if you type this in, maybe take a screenshot now. Take a screenshot, send this to YouTube. Take a screenshot, put this in YouTube, and watch this video right now. It'll really move your heart. Anyway, I sent him this video. He didn't reply to me. I said, hey brother, I really think God could use you. God wants you. And I think this video would really resonate with you. It's to do with a drug dealer being put in prison and becoming a priest, right? It's a really powerful story. Anyway, the thing of it, he didn't reply. And then I see a few months ago, he posted a story on his Instagram. He posted a story on his Instagram of him in a hospital bed with a massive, what looked like a brain tumor. And I was like, wow, didn't see that coming in. And I was like, wow. Then he's posting more and more things about, you know, recently I saw he posted things about God, and I realized, I didn't put two and two together initially, but he posted the same Bishop Mari Mari on his Instagram story, and I thought he was never watching. I thought he wasn't listening, but you never know. Like right now, one person might be listening, one person might be talking to, God might be talking to you right now, and trying to speak to you through this video. I hope one person can come to God or pray an extra prayer tonight that they wouldn't have done because of this video, you know. And yeah, I see him posting about Bishop Mari Mari, and it's, you know, I said to him, God bless, brother, I'm so happy to see you posting this, because you can go from being the most powerful, strongest man ever, all the money, muscles, women, possessions, but just like that, you can be stripped of you, you know. You never know your last day or hour on this planet, and you better make sure eternity you're going to the right place. And you know, shout out Idoi Malipitun official TV. Kumusta? Stay safe, guys. Enjoy your stay in the Philippines.
Thank
You're
you.
the best. Thank you. God bless.
Let's go out of here now so they can close.
Yes, let's go, Sophia. God bless everyone. Take care, and keep
Can I
safe.
stay on
Pray
live or
tonight. Can do, but Make sure we keep attention. Mute it for a second. No, like what?
Your water bottle. Thank you.
Can we get some sardines for this dog? Hold on. Can we get some sardines? Hey! How's it going? You okay? Hello. Come on in.
Alright, we've finished our pizza. Now we're gonna get some food for this dog because he's so friendly.
Quite skinny, isn't he?
Look, he's so cute. I love when they're so friendly.
Yes. Like God is happy when you're happy to see him. And it's so much easier to give a gift to a stray dog and go out of your way and buy him some sardines when he's wagging his tail, letting you stroke him and touch him, rather than when he's being vicious and not giving you any love. Imagine you're the creator of the entire universe and you've got this spoiled brat.
Look at the moon,
For
guys.
your life. You were that one sperm cell, an egg cell that became a life, and you're moaning to God about your problems. Put it this way, if God is everything, we are also part of God. So when we feel any hardships in life, good or bad, God is also feeling this. And think about how much more sensitive and emotional and the greater, the stronger the feeling that the creator of the whole universe has when we have a pain or a negative feeling. God also feels that. So when people say, why does God allow people to suffer and have all these problems? Just know that God is also feeling these awful feelings and pains too. Just know that he suffers with us. That's why Christ died on the cross, to remove our sin and pain. Hello. Do you have any sardines, please? Sardines?
Sardines?
Yes.
Try Sai Park for the macaques. It's fun, lots of bird spots. See you, thanks. Sure, we'll definitely check that out, Danny. Santino.
Get him on cam.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Right, get a wipe out my back. Get that out and spray my fingers, please. Sophia, I have no pockets.
Oh, what?
It's just there. You can do this. Sophia's very good at this. Try not to spray the dog in the eye. You just scared the dog and done the opposite. Just take it off, unclip it.
Yeah, why not just unclip it? How'd you do that? How'd you unclip it?
I don't know. The dog just licked my fingers. Keep going. Just like continuous spray, yeah?
Wait. It's gone now. Quick, get it.
You have sardines? Yeah, just one, yeah. Or two. 50, yeah? Thank you. God bless. Do you like chocolate? Do you like chocolate? Sir? You like chocolate. I know you like chocolate. Yeah. She remembers. Here you go. Oh. I'm dropping. How many work? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go, some chocolate. Here you go. Gold. Cost 1 smile, bro. Hey. Okay, where's that dog gone?
That.
He ran away because Sophia sprayed him in the eye with an alcohol spray.
He's over there. Move. Hold something.
Yes, I'm just trying to like not get dog licked fingers all over the place, you know.
Okay, we're gonna feed this dog because it's so friendly and so
The
sweet.
only thing with sardines, it's hard not to get on your fingers and smell like fish for the rest of the day. I didn't call him Cody.
It might not like it.
I'm sure another dog will.
I don't think it likes it. Yeah.
Good boy.
It's a bit confused.
They're kind of eating it like. Doesn't know what to think about it.
It's
Does it?
confused. Look.
I don't think them eating the tomato sauce is that good, but fish, I think is a pretty healthy thing for them.
Yeah, I think sardines is quite healthy. It's just the sauce that they put it in.
Oh, no, when people say, "I give it dog food," I honestly think dog food is not good for most dogs. Like, if you
Yeah.
look at the back of the ingredients of most dog food, like 30 ingredients, and who knows what they're actually putting in it. At least you know that's fish and tomatoes, you know.
Yeah. In the UK, you get them in olive oil, and I like them. Okay. I think we'll end it here. Yeah, kibble's so boring for them. I feel sorry for dogs that get fed only that. But it's cheap and it's so expensive to live now. Yeah, I agree. That's what I always think when I see just being fed kibble. Like, it just must be like eating just cereal all day. I think it's good to like mix that in with like
I think
rice or
the most
meat.
obvious diet for a dog is meat, leftovers, vegetables, bit of fruit. I'm sure is fine for them. Obviously not raisins, but
But I guess some people, because meat is so expensive now, they don't.
yeah, but there's always going to be some scraps that you don't eat yourself. You know, like people don't always eat like the, you know, like some of the organ meat or what's the word? You know, there's like certain pieces of bone that you're not going to end up eating. As long as you,
Yeah.
there's a few different theories. I think as long as you give them the raw bone and it's not like cooked, that's much healthier for them. But I think it's much better to feed a dog something than not, because they're going to end up getting it out. That's my comment. You're going to end up either starving or getting some food out of the trash, which might be like 1 week old, as opposed to you giving it to them fresh. So
Yeah.
this is how the dogs live out here. They literally live off of humans' scraps.
Yeah. Raw diet is great for them. There's a channel I watch on here. Yeah, I think raw meat is great for dogs.
Yeah, I think, you know, I don't think a little bit of rice or potato and things is bad for dogs, but if that's where most of if its calories are coming from soy and corn.
My Dog's
processed-
Dope is the channel.
Okay, we'll check it out. My Dog's Dope. Yeah, I think a raw diet for a dog. Raw. You put your foot on. Just think.
Have a look, it's so funny.
We love Cagay.
Hey, Abraham.
We were there last year.
He was there last year in Cagay and Dioro. I feel sorry for every other dog when I see how lucky they are. Oh, on the channel, yeah. It's sad seeing. Like some dogs here, like you see some dogs with like
And Shane.
handles as well.
we love the Philippines, because that's everywhere. There's a 1-hour teaching of Jesus' commands on YouTube. Type in, I don't know, just the commands of Jesus. A really good audiobook to fall asleep to and listen to. Take the phone sphere.
Alright, we're on 3%, guys, so I'm going to end it in a minute. So last end it here, guys.
One tin of sardines. Is that him over there?
No, it'd be down here. He was sleeping here earlier. He was sleeping here earlier. Inside the room. The door was open. I don't really usually see it. Well, thanks to everyone who's come on the live and watched us. We will see you in our next video.